The 19th century was a time of immense change. Science was booming, and people were questioning traditional ways of thinking. Enter Auguste Comte, a French thinker who believed a brand new science was needed to understand this rapidly changing world. That science, he argued, was sociology. But what exactly did Comte believe about society? In this video, we'll delve deep into Comte's revolutionary ideas and the historical context that gave birth to them. We'll unpack his groundbreaking concepts, such as the law of three stages, the philosophy of positivism, and his proposed hierarchy of sciences. But this isn't just a dry recounting of theoretical constructs. We'll explore how Comte's insights continue to resonate today, shaping our understanding of social dynamics, progress, and the pursuit of knowledge. So, whether you're a seasoned scholar or a curious mind seeking enlightenment, join me on this intellectual adventure. Together, we'll unravel the profound legacy of Auguste Comte and the enduring impact of his vision on the way we study, analyze, and comprehend the intricate tapestry of human societies. Get ready to question assumptions, challenge preconceptions, and embark on a journey that may just redefine your perception of the world we inhabit. Let's begin. Brief biography of Comte. Auguste Comte was born on January 19, 1798, in Montpellier, France. From an early age, he demonstrated a keen interest in mathematics and the sciences, which would later shape his philosophical outlook. Comte's formal education began at the prestigious École Polytechnique in Paris, where he studied mathematics, physics, and astronomy. However, his outspoken criticisms of the school's traditional teaching methods led to his expulsion in 1816. After a brief stint as a tutor, Comte became involved in the intellectual circles of Paris, where he met and was influenced by the philosopher Henri de Saint-Simon. This exposure to Saint-Simon's ideas on social reform and the potential for a new positive science of society laid the foundation for Comte's later work. In the 1820s, Comte began developing his ideas on positivism and the scientific study of society, which he termed sociology. His seminal work, The Course of Positive Philosophy, published between 1830 and 1842, outlined his vision for a new discipline that would apply the principles of observation, experimentation, and reason to the study of human societies. Despite facing financial hardships and personal struggles, including a period of mental illness, Comte remained dedicated to his intellectual pursuits. He continued to refine his theories and publish extensively, including his later work, The System of Positive Polity, which delved into the moral and practical implications of positivism. Throughout his life, Comte faced criticism and skepticism from some of his contemporaries, who questioned the validity of his ideas and the possibility of studying society as a science. However, his unwavering commitment to the pursuit of knowledge and his belief in the power of reason and empirical observation laid the groundwork for the emergence of sociology as a distinct academic discipline. Comte passed away in Paris on September 5, 1857, leaving behind a legacy that would profoundly influence the development of social sciences and the study of human societies for generations to come. Context: Auguste Comte lived and developed his ideas during a period of immense social, political, and intellectual upheaval in France and across Europe. The late 18th and early 19th centuries were marked by events that profoundly shaped the landscape of human thought and inquiry. One of the most significant influences on Comte's work was the aftermath of the French Revolution, which had shaken the foundations of traditional authority and challenged long-held beliefs about the nature of society and governance. The revolutionary ideals of liberty, equality, and reason had ignited a fervent desire for social progress and a reassessment of established institutions. In the wake of this tumultuous period, there was a growing recognition of the need for a new, more systematic approach to understanding human societies and the forces that shape them. Comte sought to fill this void by developing a comprehensive science of society, one that would apply the same rigorous methods and principles that had proven so fruitful in the natural sciences. Simultaneously, The intellectual climate of the time was marked by a burgeoning enthusiasm for the scientific method and the triumph of reason over superstition and dogma. The works of thinkers like Isaac Newton and René Descartes had ushered in a new era of scientific inquiry, where empirical observation and experimentation were valued above mere speculation and metaphysical musings. Comte was deeply influenced by this intellectual current, which he sought to extend to the study of human societies. His philosophy of positivism was a direct response to the perceived need for a more rigorous, evidence-based approach to understanding the complexities of social phenomena. Moreover, the rapid pace of industrialization and technological progress during this period also shaped Comte's thinking. He recognized the profound impact that these transformative forces were having on the fabric of society and sought to develop a framework for comprehending and guiding these changes in a systematic and rational manner. Thus, Comte's revolutionary ideas emerged at a pivotal moment in history, when the old order was crumbling and a new, more scientific worldview was taking hold. His vision for sociology was a reflection of the intellectual currents of his time, shaped by the upheavals of the French Revolution, the ascendance of the scientific method, and the dawning recognition of the need for a more systematic understanding of the rapidly evolving human condition. Core concepts developed by Comte. Positivism. Demystifying positivism, the core of Comte's thought. Auguste Comte's legacy hinges on his philosophy of positivism. It stands as a cornerstone of early sociology, offering a distinct approach to understanding society. Here's a breakdown of this key principle. Central tenet: positivism asserts that scientific knowledge is the only reliable source of authentic knowledge. It emphasizes the importance of empirical evidence gathered through observation and experimentation. Rejection of tradition and intuition: this philosophy stands in contrast to traditional ways of knowing, which relied on religious dogma, metaphysical speculation, or intuition. Scientific method as the key: positivism advocates for using the same scientific methods employed in natural sciences, e.g., physics, biology, to study social phenomena. This includes observation, systematically observing social interactions and patterns. Hypothesis formulation, developing tentative explanations for these observations. Testing and verification, using data and evidence to test these hypotheses and refine our understanding. Think of it this way: imagine trying to understand the behavior of falling objects. Positivism wouldn't rely on mythical explanations like divine intervention. Instead, it would encourage observing falling objects, collecting data, and formulating theories based on those observations, like gravity. Applying this to society, positivism suggests that to understand social issues like crime or poverty, we shouldn't solely rely on religious teachings or gut feelings. Instead, we should collect data on crime rates, analyze social factors, and develop evidence-based solutions. Criticisms of positivism. Oversimplification of social reality. Critics argue that social phenomena are far more complex than natural phenomena and may not always be easily quantifiable or explained through a strictly scientific lens. Neglect of values and ethics. Positivism focuses on what is, but some argue it doesn't address what should be. Social issues often involve moral values and ethical considerations that scientific methods alone might not capture fully. Positivism, despite its limitations, provided a crucial foundation for sociology. It emphasized the importance of rigorous inquiry and systematic data collection in studying social issues. While contemporary sociology incorporates other perspectives, Comte's ideas remain a significant contribution to the field. The law of three stages. A cornerstone of Comte's philosophical thought was his proposed law of three stages, which outlined a progressive model for the development of human knowledge and societies. According to this theory, all societies and fields of inquiry must necessarily pass through three distinct stages: the theological, the metaphysical, and the positive. The theological stage represents the earliest phase, where phenomena are explained through supernatural forces, deities, and religious dogma. During this stage, human understanding is dominated by faith, tradition, and the acceptance of divine intervention as the primary cause of events and natural occurrences. As societies advance, Kant argued, they inevitably transition into the metaphysical stage. In this phase, abstract concepts and philosophical reasoning take precedence over religious explanations. Phenomena are no longer attributed to supernatural forces but are instead described through metaphysical principles, such as essences, causes, and abstract ideas. However, Kant believed that both the theological and metaphysical stages were inherently flawed and limited in their ability to provide genuine, empirically based knowledge about the world. He saw them as transitional phases, necessary steps in the evolution of human understanding, but ultimately insufficient for achieving true scientific enlightenment. The positive stage, according to Kant, represented the pinnacle of intellectual and societal development. In this final stage, human knowledge would be based solely on observable facts, empirical data, and the formulation of scientific laws and theories. Metaphysical speculation and theological dogma would be abandoned in favor of a rigorous, systematic approach rooted in reason, experimentation, and the scientific method. Kant believed that the positive stage would usher in a new era of human progress, where the study of society and natural phenomena would be conducted with the same empirical rigor as the natural sciences. This stage would be characterized by the rejection of superstition, the pursuit of objective truth, and the application of scientific principles to all aspects of human endeavor. Importantly, Kant saw this progression through the three stages as an inevitable and universal process, applicable to all societies and fields of inquiry. He believed that just as the natural sciences had emerged from a theological and metaphysical past to embrace the positive stage, so too would the study of human societies and social phenomena eventually evolve to a truly scientific, positivist approach. Through this law of three stages, Kant sought to provide a comprehensive framework for understanding the development of human knowledge and the evolution of societies, paving the way for the emergence of sociology as a positivist science capable of uncovering the underlying laws and patterns that govern the human condition. Hierarchy of the Sciences. Auguste Comte's hierarchy of sciences, a tower of knowledge. Auguste Comte not only proposed a theory of societal progress but also believed in a specific order for the natural sciences. This structure is known as Comte's hierarchy of sciences. Here's a breakdown of his ranking, starting from the most general and abstract to the most specific and applied, with sociology at the pinnacle. 1. Mathematics. The foundation of the hierarchy, mathematics deals with abstract concepts like numbers, quantity, and spatial relationships. Kant believed its principles formed the basis for all other sciences. 2. Astronomy. Studying celestial bodies and the universe as a whole, astronomy builds upon the foundations of mathematics. 3. Physics. Physics delves deeper, focusing on matter, energy, and their interactions, applying mathematical principles to understand physical phenomena. 4. Chemistry. Chemistry studies the composition, structure, and properties of substances and the changes they undergo. It builds upon the knowledge of physics. 5. Biology. This branch focuses on living organisms, their structure, function, growth, origin, evolution, and distribution. Biological phenomena are seen as more complex than purely physical ones. 6. Sociology. The crowning achievement of the hierarchy, sociology, according to Kant, integrates knowledge from the previous sciences to understand the most complex system, human societies and their dynamics. Justification for the ranking. Kant argued that sciences at the bottom are more general and abstract, with their principles applicable to the more specific and complex sciences higher in the hierarchy. Each science relies on the advancements of the one below it. For example, biology utilizes the principles of chemistry to understand the chemical processes within living organisms. Foundations of sociology. Auguste Comte, the pioneering architect of sociology. While not the first to ponder social phenomena, Auguste Comte undeniably played a pivotal role in establishing sociology as a distinct academic discipline. Here's how his work laid the groundwork for this crucial development. 1. Coining the term sociology. Comte himself invented the term sociology in the early 1800s. This act provided a specific label and identity for the study of social structures and human interactions. Previously, social ideas were scattered across various philosophical and historical inquiries. 2. Positivism, a new lens for social inquiry. Comte's philosophy of positivism emphasized the importance of scientific methods in understanding social phenomena. This contrasted with traditional reliance on religious dogma or intuition. It offered a new and rigorous approach for studying society, distinct from other disciplines. 3. The law of three stages. This theory, though simplistic, provided a framework for understanding societal progress through different stages of thought. It highlighted the evolution of human understanding from religious explanations to scientific ones, legitimizing the need for a dedicated science to study such changes. 4. Building a hierarchy of sciences. By placing sociology at the pinnacle of his scientific hierarchy, Comte emphasized its importance in understanding the most complex system, human societies. This elevated the status of sociology from mere social commentary to a science vital for comprehending the world. 5. A systematic approach. Comte envisioned sociology as a systematic discipline, employing observation, data collection, and analysis, practices central to any scientific endeavor. This approach paved the way for future sociologists to develop methodologies and research tools specific to studying social issues. While Comte's ideas have been criticized and refined, his work sparked significant interest in the scientific study of society. Other thinkers like Émile Durkheim and Max Weber built upon his foundation but also challenged his limitations. Comte's work provided a starting point for further exploration and refinement of sociological methods and theories. Auguste Comte, with his groundbreaking ideas, is rightfully considered the father of sociology. Though his work has limitations, it provided the initial spark and direction that ultimately led to the formal establishment of sociology as a recognized academic discipline dedicated to the scientific study of human societies. Influence on later sociologists. Comte's legacy, influencing generations of sociologists. While Auguste Comte's ideas have evolved and been challenged, his work undeniably left a lasting impact. Here's how. Successors building on his foundation. Émile Durkheim, a prominent sociologist heavily influenced by Comte's emphasis on scientific methodology. Durkheim studied social facts, observable patterns in social life, and how they influence individuals. He explored concepts like social solidarity and social dysfunction, furthering the understanding of social structures. Max Weber, another key sociologist, Weber acknowledged Comte's contribution but also highlighted the importance of considering cultural values and historical context when studying societies. He developed the concept of Verstehen, interpreting social action from the actor's perspective, enriching the sociological toolkit. Herbert Spencer, another sociologist influenced by Comte, Spencer focused on social evolution and the idea that societies progress through stages, similar to Comte's law of three stages, though with a more Darwinian twist, survival of the fittest. Talcott Parsons. Parsons was an American sociologist who was influenced by both Comte and Durkheim. Parsons developed a grand theory of society that attempted to integrate insights from a variety of different social sciences. Continuing relevance of positivist approaches in some modern social sciences. Positivist approaches continue to be influential in some modern social sciences, such as economics and psychology. Positivists believe that social phenomena can be studied scientifically, using the same methods that are used in the natural sciences. They emphasize the importance of observation, experimentation, and quantification. Positivist approaches have been criticized for being too reductionist and for ignoring the subjective experiences of individuals. However, they remain valuable for providing a systematic and objective way to study social phenomena. For example, economists use positivist approaches to study economic growth, inflation, and unemployment. Psychologists use positivist approaches to study human behavior, cognition, and emotion. Positivist approaches have also been used to develop public policies in areas such as education, crime, and healthcare. Overall, Comte's positivism has had a major influence on the development of sociology and other social sciences. While positivism has its critics, it remains a valuable approach for studying social phenomena systematically and objectively. Comte's brilliance and blind spots, a look at criticisms. While Auguste Comte is celebrated as the father of sociology, his ideas weren't without flaws. Here's a look at some major criticisms of his work. His view on the role of religion in the positive stage. Comte believed that religion would eventually disappear in the positive stage of human development. He argued that religion was a product of the theological stage when people explained the world around them through supernatural forces. In the positive stage, people would come to understand the world through science and reason, and religion would no longer be necessary. This view has been criticized by many sociologists, who argue that religion continues to play an important role in human society, even in the most technologically advanced societies. Religion provides people with a sense of meaning and purpose, and it can also play a role in social cohesion and social control. His perceived authoritarianism. Comte has also been criticized for his perceived authoritarianism. He believed that a strong central authority was necessary to maintain order and progress in society. He also advocated for a scientific dictatorship, in which scientists and engineers would rule society. This view has been criticized by many political scientists and sociologists, who argue that it is incompatible with democratic values. They argue that it is important to have a balance between authority and individual freedom and that a scientific dictatorship would be too oppressive. Other criticisms of Comte's ideas include his belief that sociology was the queen of the sciences and that it could provide a complete understanding of human society. His neglect of the role of conflict and inequality in society. His emphasis on order and stability at the expense of individual freedom and creativity. Despite these criticisms, Comte's ideas have had a major influence on the development of sociology and other social sciences. His positivism provided a foundation for the scientific study of society, and his hierarchy of sciences helped to establish sociology as a legitimate academic discipline. Contemporary relevance. Is Comte still relevant? Debating the legacy of the father of sociology. Auguste Comte, the father of sociology, left an undeniable mark on the social sciences. But how relevant are his ideas in today's world? Let's delve into the debate. Enduring relevance. Pioneering spirit. Comte's groundbreaking work paved the way for sociology as a distinct discipline. His emphasis on scientific methodology continues to be a cornerstone of sociological research, particularly in quantitative methods like surveys and data analysis. The power of questioning. He challenged traditional explanations of social order, urging critical examination of the forces shaping societies. This questioning spirit remains vital in contemporary sociology. The hierarchy of sciences. While the specific ranking might be outdated, Comte's idea of building knowledge cumulatively across disciplines is still relevant in understanding complex social issues. Challenges and limitations. Oversimplification of progress. The law of three stages offers a neat but potentially misleading picture of societal development. Societies are more complex, with diverse pathways and coexistence of elements from different stages. The waning of positivism. Strict positivism's limitations are acknowledged today. Social sciences embrace qualitative research, considering cultural values and subjective experiences alongside objective data. The persistence of religion. Despite Comte's predictions, religion continues to play a significant role in many societies, shaping values and social behavior. The issue of values. Positivism's emphasis on objectivity raises questions about neglecting ethical considerations in social issues. Modern sociology recognizes the importance of integrating values and social justice into research. Is Comte obsolete? Not necessarily. His work's historical significance remains undeniable. He sparked a revolution in social thought, and his core ideas, like the importance of scientific inquiry and critical examination of social phenomena, are still relevant. However, sociology has evolved beyond Comte's framework. Contemporary research incorporates diverse methodologies and acknowledges the complexities of social life. The verdict? Comte's ideas are valuable stepping stones, not the final destination. Modern sociologists build upon his foundation while recognizing its limitations. By understanding Comte's work and its critiques, we gain a richer perspective on how social science has developed and the ongoing quest to understand the intricacies of human societies. Recap: Unveiling Auguste Comte and the Birth of Sociology. In this video, we delved into the fascinating world of Auguste Comte, the father of sociology. Here's a quick recap of the key points. Comte's contributions. Coined the term sociology, he provided a name and identity for the scientific study of social structures and human interactions. Championed positivism. This philosophy emphasized using scientific methods, like observation and data analysis, to understand society, a radical shift from traditional explanations. The law of three stages. Though simplistic, it offered a framework for understanding societal progress from theological explanations to scientific reasoning. Hierarchy of sciences. He placed sociology at the pinnacle, highlighting its importance in comprehending human society's complexity. Critical perspectives. Oversimplification of progress. Critics argue that societal development is more nuanced than the linear stages Comte proposed. The fading of religion. The idea that religion would vanish in the positive stage seems unrealistic, as religion continues to evolve and adapt. Devaluing values. Positivism's focus on objectivity raises concerns about neglecting human values and ethics in social issues. Authoritarian tendencies. Comte's later views advocating for a positivist religion with himself as leader raise concerns about potential power grabs. The debate on relevance. Enduring significance. Comte's pioneering spirit, emphasis on scientific inquiry, and the foundation he laid for sociology remain valuable. Challenges and limitations. The oversimplification of progress, limitations of positivism, and the persistence of religion highlight the need for a more nuanced understanding of societies. The final word. Comte's ideas, with their strengths and weaknesses, sparked a revolution in social thought. Today, sociology builds upon his legacy, employing diverse methodologies and acknowledging the complexities of the social world. Understanding Comte's work is crucial for appreciating the history and ongoing development of sociology as a vital tool for exploring human societies. Deepen your dive into sociology. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on this exploration of Auguste Comte and the birth of sociology. If you enjoyed this journey into social thought, there's much more to discover. Consider subscribing to this channel for more dives into fascinating sociological concepts and thinkers. Click that subscribe button below. Want to engage in further discussions? Follow me on social media, link your social media handles here, for exclusive content and thought-provoking questions. To stay updated on new videos, hit that notification bell, tap the bell icon next to the subscribe button. I'd love to continue exploring the social world with you. See you on the next adventure. Comte's ideas were groundbreaking, but not without limitations. What are your thoughts? Do you think the concept of societies progressing through stages like the theological or positive stage is still helpful today? Why or why not? Can scientific methods truly capture the complexities of human behavior and social issues? Is there a place for both science and values in understanding society? What aspects of Comte's work resonate most with you? What criticisms of his ideas do you find most compelling? In your opinion, how relevant is sociology in today's world? Are there any specific areas of sociology you'd like to explore further? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.